What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. I need to like turn a light on or some shit because the fucking is dark.
Okay.
But at the same time, I am playing horror, so
We're good to start. Yeah, we're good.
volume up 3 head.
I have a couple minutes here. So
Oh Jesus!
we'll do just like a normal training session with the crows today. Some flights. I have a couple new toys. This one isn't super new. Abbott's done a ball before. Well, they both done a ball before, but this is a different ball than normal. Then they have this
Ball.
one, this kind of toy, and then this one with a little bell in it. They're already looking at them weird, so we'll mess with these today.
Toys. Why
to
people
that,
have it?
We have a fundraiser that includes a raffle. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but we have a fundraiser that includes a raffle, and we're gonna pick the winners on live. So the crows are gonna pick some of them. So that's
Why
one
do
of the behaviors
people
I'm
wear
working on
thumb
as well,
rings?
is
I've
them
never
just
understood.
picking out raffle winners. So we'll work on that also. I've talked about him before. You guys have seen him before, but if you're new, this is Costello.
Get out!
Costello and Abbott are American crows. They're not related, but they're about the same age. Costello is like a week older. They came in. Abbott, you want to come here too? Come here. Wait. Let me get your Abbott. Okay, not there. So,
is that the name?
I lost both of them. Abbott's a week younger, Costello's a week older. They're at the Wildlife Rehab Center because they were raised by a rehabber, but they imprinted. So he tried to release them, which they shouldn't be released if they're imprinted, but hey. He tried to release them, and they were found like 2 miles from his house, landing on people in the park, trying to get food from them. So, they're considered non-releasable because they're imprinted. How do you tell them apart? That's a great question. So that's getting harder and harder every day because remember how Costello had why do I not get alerts? I restart my phone. Okay, so yeah, they look like the same. Like if I didn't... Costello used to have what? It's okay. They're super wary about new things. Costello used to have one white nail. Or one white talon. But it's growing out. It was this toe.
Wow.
Ah, damn. Okay, well, his toenail, thank you for this. Oh, the year. Come here, come show them your toe. His toe used to be all white, and now it's growing out, so like this much of it is white. And it's gonna grow out all the way, so they're both gonna have all black toes.
Wow.
So it's gonna be really hard to tell them apart. We were gonna put anklets and dresses on them, but we decided not to because their legs are so fragile. If they were to bait off a glove, they could
I'm not feeling
break
the
their
terror.
legs
I'm
or
not gonna lie.
dislocate their legs because they're so thin. You know, it's not like raptors. A lot of people.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say
recommend that you
like
use
I
anklets and
don't know.
dresses
This
on
not.
raptors. So at
What am I
first
trying
we
to
were
say?
thinking that we could do it. We'll do anklets, we'll do dresses, we'll just do thick anklets. But we decided not to do that because
Birds scare me.
they just hate them, and it's just not really going super well. So then we were like, do we do harnesses? But they're way too sensitive for harnesses as well because
I think there's a photo of me
they
holding
don't
it.
really like being touched. Sometimes.
So, I think there's a photo of me somewhere where I've got like a crow on like my hand, and then literally wait on my arm, and then you can literally just see just how scared I am because I'm literally like this, like some like it's like on me, like here, and it's like digging its claws in, and I'm just like this, and I'm just like.
Sometimes they like head scratches, but
Birds
not
is
really.
scary.
So then I talked to Connor. American Eagle Foundation has I think it's an African pied crow, I think. Or African, that's a raven. What is it? Is he still here? It's an African pied crow. Oh. His name is Poe. They partially clip him, but they don't do any equipment beyond that. So they don't do like telemetry or anklets or harnesses or anything like that. They just partially clip, and they have a really good recall. and I assume like a good station as well. Stationing being like you ask them to sit somewhere and they stay there. And then World Bird Sanctuary.
I'm learning.
You guys know that,
Are you
that
taking
bird
notes?
Mischief, that Ravens Can Talk video with Paige? Yeah. So that bird is not clipped at all. He just has a really good recall, and they just fully trust him to be to free fly him. So based on those two birds, we decided.
Seen Lasagna subbed for the first time.
Hi. We decided that we're going to partially clip and then only use them for inside education programs, and then hopefully we'll get to do some stuff outside with them as well. But yeah.
Oh jeez, I'm like, fuck it. You know, it's funny though, because it's like how when I think of like birds and like when they go near me, I'm like get out, get out.
It moves. You tried to, that's why I flipped you.
Oh, that was cute.
This behavior was super easy to train because it was more of like a capture behavior, meaning they already want to do it naturally. So instead of trying to get them to understand something that you want, they do it, and then you're like, yes, that's what I want. And then you just reward them for it.
Sounds like a cat.
Let Costello go.
To do this, I give you treat.
A lot of species of birds will never mate if they're imprinted because they associate their species with humans because they were raised by humans. Wow, you're ahead of the game. So right now, one of the behaviors we're working on, one is flights, so we do lots of flying, and this one is, we have a fundraiser coming up where we have a raffle, and so the crows are going to pick some of our raffle prizes, so we're working on that behavior
what?
as well. This is Abbott. Good job, you got one. Are these ravens? No, these are crows, and there are a couple differences. So how do you tell apart crows and ravens? Crows are far
Okay,
smaller
I'm listening.
than ravens. Ravens have more of a curved upper beak, whereas crows are more flat. And then their tails, if you see a bird flying in the air, beak, head, wings, tail. A crow's tail is going to be like this. It's going to be totally flat. A raven is going to be beak, head, wings, tail. They have a fan tail. Did you see what I was drawing, or did I just see it? I don't know if that made sense. So there's your big difference between crows and ravens. If you can't see their tail or their beak from far away, the easiest way to tell them apart is by their size. Ravens are quite a bit bigger. But they're both corvids. They're in that family along with magpies, blue jays. They're preening right now.
Why do I now want to own a chicken?
He's chewing on the tripod. I'm just glad he's checking it out. Okay, so there's the raffle
Wait, what?
behavior. I don't want to overdo it because when I overdo it, they start getting bored and then they start kind of playing with the papers, like you saw Abbott.
So silly.
So I'm gonna switch to their new toys now. See what they think about those. We're gonna work with Abbott first, mostly because
This is pretty cool
they
that
have
she's
two
teaching him
primary
how to like
handlers
do
and
that.
trainers, me and my
tricks.
coworker. My coworker primarily works with Costello, and I primarily work with Abbott. So I'm gonna start with Abbott today, just because I know him better. Don't you land on Costello. Costello.
I can't say.
Costello. No. No.
It's attacking me.
Oh man, he locked my phone with his foot. Crows fill up really fast. Fill up like food-wise, I mean. So they're a lot less food motivated now that they've had a good half of their bits today. So he's not as interested in flying, but he does want the ball. Your turn.
Wait.
What do you want? Costello's got a limp because he broke his leg when he was a baby, if you noticed that on the table.
Oh.
friends here made this. It's just a t-shirt with a tennis ball, and they cut strips and like braided them. It's actually kind of clever, but it's great for raccoons. I don't know how they'll feel about it. That's like an alarm. What is that? Get that away from me. Come here.
Yeah, literally.
It's okay. It's an octopus. Can you hear that difference in the vocalization from like the baby, like
It's gonna attack.
noises to
It's gonna attack.
It's okay. What's this one? Oh, good boy.
Waiting.
Good boy. Get it. Abbott's playing with a piece of paper over there. You see that?
It keeps you entertained.
Oh, you know what else they're good at? I don't know if you can see this from there. But they can catch now. How do you tell them apart? One has a tiny, tiny bit of white on a talon, but it's growing out. So we tell them apart by vocalizations and by the way that they act, but physically they look exactly alike. Besides that toenail. No pecking. Can you tell the difference in character? Yeah, 100%. Abbott is more attached to me. Well, I think that Abbott's a little bit more attached to me. But he kind of acts like more of a baby. Costello's a little bit more standoffish, at least with my observations. People say that crows see on a different color spectrum than we do, so they don't look black to each other. They look like iridescent and really cool looking to each
Wait,
other.
really?
But I haven't done enough reading on that to tell you for sure.
That's cool.
Why don't they like the other ball? I don't know. It might be too much for them. Like, too many colors or too much noise. Austin replied, fuck. Oh.
It's behind you.
Hi. Do you hear him on the table?
Yes.
That's Costello. Costello. Want to say hi? No, I don't want to say hi.
Nintendo was shot by Skeleton.